Inflation targeting is a priority for the government, and Reserve Bank of India has also shared this approach. On the whole, the range which has been agreed to between the Reserve Bank of India, also by the Government of India, is similar. We are witnessing right now that the CPI inflation has come down, and it is expected that the kind of developments which have taken place now, inflation should remain within control. The Reserve Bank of India has also recognized this in their policy statement.
Right. So this rate cut was not a surprise, so to speak?
There are different expectations always in the market. And as I said, that any policy which is formulated by the supreme financial regulator in the country does take into account the expectations as well as the realities that prevail in the market. And I think the regulator always tries to find the right balance between what the market expects and what ground reality will permit.
So you spoke about ground realities. There's also another flip side of the coin, in the sense like post this rate cut. Generally in the past also it has been found that banks have been very slow in passing on the rate cuts. You know, the transmission process doesn't really reach the end consumer. Is there going to be a difference in the approach? Are we expecting anything on that front? And how do we try and address this issue, if at all it needs to be addressed?
Expectations that individual banks will also follow suit in cutting the interest rate, again, is a part of market expectations. Being active financial intermediaries, it is for the banks to take a call on what is their assessment of what prevails in the market, as well as take a look at their own internal situation and to what extent they would like to take this signal which the Reserve Bank of India has given and create a conducive environment.
Because it is generally observed that on deposits the rate cuts happen pretty quick, but in terms of the lending rates, we don't really hear much about that.
See, interest rates, determining interest rates is a function of the bank's autonomous operations. And different banking institutions take a call on how to price their product. So as I said, that all the banks, I would like to believe, take a decision keeping in view what prevails in the market and what is their assessment of the demand and to what extent they can meet the demand.